Sundermeyer, and this time I'm going to talk to you about the behavior of my roommates that I had lived with about 11 years ago. When I had moved in, I again mentioned before that I had struggled with having high-functioning autism and trying to conceal that identity. And my roommates discovered that there was a problem with me, that I was immature, that I was irresponsible, that I wasn't picking things up. And I really feel that from that experience alone, it opened a door for my roommates to bully me around. And the younger of the two older roommates had problems with anger, and she also had problems with obsessive compulsiveness. And she liked things a certain way, and she was just utterly very picky and always on edge, just all the time. And the reason I know she was bullying me was because she was constantly giving me the vibes that I couldn't be in the same room with her when she was there. Like, she just gave off many hints in her voice whenever she got frustrated with me that I had to stay in my room. She suggested that I get a TV for my room and eat in my room and either be outside of the house when she was there, or we just had to be in different rooms altogether and that we couldn't communicate. Another situation that I know she was being a bully was there was one time where I was struggling to keep the door closed, and then the front door. And it was one of those doors that you had to push all the way until the lock clicked. And I had a hard time grasping in terms of reading comprehension that I had to keep pushing that door until it clicked. And they kept finding the door wide open early in the mornings when they were going to work, and I constantly got notes from them about leaving the door open. And I also had a problem with not picking up after myself. And anyway, this roommate had finally snapped, and she came downstairs where I was watching television, and she finally said she was getting sick of my leaving crumbs everywhere, and she was sick of me being so irresponsible, and basically she was sick of me leaving the door unlocked, and just different little things like that. And then she started to whine about how she didn't trust me with a lawnmower because I never knew how to use it, and so therefore she wasn't going to teach me how to use the lawnmower. And finally, she started in on that I was underage, and they were mad that I wasn't their age, and that she could not bring any alcohol into the house and have parties where they could drink because I was still underage until October of that year. And I said, don't worry about it. I'll be 21 in 3 months. And she didn't even care. She just kept throwing a fit even further and said, so what? You'll never be our age. And this is not the right fit for you either. And then, if that wasn't enough, she drove it even further and said, oh, and by the way, I'm having a birthday party next weekend, and I'm having people over, and there's going to be drinking there, and by the way, you're not invited because you're under 21. And I politely said, well, maybe I'll just go study at the library and get together with my own friends. And then she went, oh no, you don't understand. This party is going to go all weekend, and people are going to be sleeping on the couches and doing lots of drinking. Just make sure you stay out of it. And not only did she tell me to stay away from her, but she also had managed to stay away from the party, but she also had managed to lie about it. I mean, she didn't have a birthday party in the house. She didn't have a list of friends come over. She went out for her birthday, and then she went out with her friends the next day, and so on and so forth. But yeah, again, living on my own that first time was incredibly hard. I was devastated and I was hurt, and especially when she yelled at me for a half an hour about how I had to stay out of her birthday party, about how I wasn't fitting in, about how I needed to stick it out even though I wasn't the best fit for that situation. So, anyway, until next time, I'm Miyah Sundermeyer and I'm signing off now. Bye!